Hey, time for another walk and talk. So I've been seeing some comments and stuff and posts on Facebook and on Tribal, which Tribal is a wonderful platform. But man, y'all do not understand. I mean, a lot of people, when I say y'all, just a lot of people, generalized, U.S. citizens do not understand how our government works. I mean, hell, the Supreme Court doesn't seem to understand how our government works with, some of their dumb decisions here recently, anti-constitutional crap that they've decided. But some of the worst I've seen, are people thinking that the president needs immunity to do his job. Wouldn't be a president, that would be a king. And our president should uphold the laws, and you can't uphold the laws from above them. You got to be subject to the laws in order to uphold the laws. Another one I've seen recently is people complaining about the Senate. Like, Wyoming has 2 senators, and their population's 2 million, and California has 2 senators, but their population's 50 million. Is that fair? Well, yeah, that's how the Senate works. Every state gets 2 senators. Yeah, that's how the Senate works. The House of Representatives is proportioned based on population. And I mean, that does need some adjustments, because I think the senators are limited to 256 senators, and so some senators are representing more people than other senators because our population's grown so much, and the math hasn't kept up. So we either need to reallocate how many citizens each representative represents, or we need to increase the number of representatives allowed. Although, I mean, 256 people trying to agree on something is kind of a challenge in the first place. But yeah, I will leave that figuring up to politicians, but something needs to be done. So yeah, but a lot of people don't seem to understand a lot of things about voting, about how Congress works, how the judicial system, our checks and balances, how laws get made. A lot of y'all just don't understand this. I mean, you couldn't pass a U.S. citizenship test to get citizenship. And y'all, that is embarrassing as hell. So I posted the link to the YouTube in the description here, or in the title or whatever. I hope that works. If not, I also posted the link to the YouTube playlist on the U.S. Civics and Government and Politics Crash Course. So if you have recently got into politics or something like that, watch those courses. They're 50 videos, and it should give you at least a basic understanding of how our government works. And everyone needs to know that. Everyone needs to have some basic grasp of how the government works in order to educate yourself and vote. And it would also help to understand how the Republican Party is trying to completely and utterly destroy our nation, completely rewrite how everything's supposed to work. I mean, the Supreme Court is making some really, really bad decisions if you understand how our government's supposed to work. They're really trying to destroy the United States of America and put in something completely and totally different than what our Constitution was written to accomplish. So yeah, go and educate yourself with those videos, and if you still have any questions, I would be happy to try and help answer some of those, because understanding our government and how it works is very important to educating yourself and know how to vote on different subjects. So at least have a basic understanding. If you think the Senate is not fair because each state has 2 representatives, educate yourself. Yeah. I've seen a lot of other things I can't bring to mind right now, but yeah, everybody needs to watch those basic courses and prepare yourself to defend our democracy, because that's on every U.S. citizen. We can't let people come in here and drastically alter how our government works, because our government works for the people right now, mostly. But people have been infiltrating the government, and that's Project 2025, putting people into place that are more loyal to a cult of personality than to their country, and willing to radically alter how our government works, what our Constitution means, in order to gain themselves power. The Republican Party has not won the popular vote in several decades, pretty much on anything. So they're getting desperate. And I think the Electoral College needs to go away, because it's only for president, so you're not going to get screwed but for representation, and one president's not going to be able to pass laws that screw over the rest of the country. Because you have the House of Representatives, and you have the Senate, and you have the Supreme Court. So you got 3 branches of government checking the power of the president, which is what it should be, not the president has total immunity. So yeah, we need to do away with the Electoral College, because it is thwarting the will of the people and bringing in idiots like G.W. Bush and Trump. Again, they didn't win the popular vote. G.W. only won the presidency because his brother was the president of Florida. I mean, the governor of Florida. So, yeah, watch those videos. Educate yourself. Because an educated populace is hard to defeat at the ballot box.